Hello, students. Yesterday you read the poem Wilderness and you answered comprehension questions. Today in this video we are going to go over the correct answers. Number 1, Part A. Which of the following identifies the theme of the text? Remember that the theme of a text is an underlying message or a big idea. So these are our options. Humans' worst qualities are hidden from the view of others. Humans will always be drawn back to the wilderness. Humans have inescapable wilderness that is a basic part of them. Or humans have more in common with animals than other humans. The correct answer is humans have an inescapable wilderness that is a basic part of them. And this is obvious in the text because the author discusses various animals that he feels like he can connect to. He shares those characteristics with them. Number 2, Part B. Which detail from the text best supports the answer to Part A? Oh, I got a zoo. I got a menagerie inside my ribs, under my bony head, under my red valve heart. And I got something else. It is a man-child heart, a woman-child heart, from stanza 7. There is a hog in me, a snout and a belly, a machinery for eating and grunting, a machinery for sleeping, satisfied in the sun, stanza 3. They hide, curled asleep, waiting, ready to snarl and kill, ready to sing and give milk, waiting. I keep the baboon because the wilderness says so. Stanza 5. Or, there is a wolf in me, fangs pointed to tearing gashes, a red tongue for raw meat, and the hot lapping of blood. Stanza 1. So if we think about our answer from number 1, the theme was that humans have an inescapable wilderness that is a basic part of them. We just talked about how the text discussed various animals that the speaker could relate to. So the answer option, oh, I got a zoo. I got a menagerie inside my ribs, under my bony head, under my red valve heart, and I got something else. It is a man-child heart, a woman-child heart, stanza 7. That is the detail that best supports the answer to Part A because when it says I got a zoo, remember that that is referring to every animal that the speaker discussed in the poem. Number 3, Part A, reread stanza 5. How does the stanza contribute to the characterization of the speaker? So remember that the term characterization helps describe or create the character for the reader. Remember that you can have direct and indirect characterization. So direct characterization would be when the speaker directly tells the reader what the character is thinking or feeling or what they look like. Indirect characterization is when the speaker is showing the reader what the character is thinking or feeling or what they look like. So since this question refers to stanza 5, let's go back and look at it. Stanza 5, there is a baboon in me, clambering clawed, dog-faced, yawping a galoot's hunger, hairy under the armpits. Here are the hawk-eyed hankering men. Here are the blonde and blue-eyed women. Here they hide, curled asleep, waiting, ready to snarl and kill, ready to sing and give milk. Waiting. Keep the baboon because the wilderness says so. So with those descriptions about the baboon, the question is asking us what characteristics were being discussed in that stanza to help give the reader a better idea of who the speaker is or what he looks like or what qualities or characteristics he possesses. So remember that stanza described some characteristics that were very different from every other characteristic that was mentioned about the other animals. They were very unappealing. So the correct answer to number 3 is that it emphasizes the demeaning, aggressive quality of the speaker's wilderness. So examples of demeaning and aggressive qualities would be clambering clawed, dog-faced, yawping, a galoot's hunger, hairy under the arms. Okay. Number 4, part B. Which detail from stanza 5 best supports the answer to part A? Well, the baboon was just described as very aggressive. So I think that the answer option which shows that the baboon was aggressive is ready to snarl and kill. Number 5 was a short constructed response, and the question was, how does the structure of the poem contribute to its meaning? So in other words, how do each of the stanzas help the reader understand the meaning behind the whole poem? So an example response would be stanzas 1 through 4 all begin with "there is a blank in me," showing the different forms of wilderness that are part of the speaker. The speaker then describes how the different forms of wilderness are connected to his identity. For instance, stanza 1 focuses on the bloodthirsty nature of the wolf, while stanza 2 emphasizes the intelligence that exists in the speaker because of the fox. Additionally, the structure of the stanzas make the speaker's description of the wild traits and the human traits inseparable. This emphasizes the fact that there is a wilderness in humans that cannot be denied, nor separated from who they truly are.